Charlie Sheen has been a fixture in Hollywood for nearly 4 decades, captivating audiences with his talent and controversial lifestyle. Known for his roles in iconic films and television shows, Sheen has also made headlines for his hard partying image, tumultuous relationships, and staggering salary demands. Today, he steps into the spotlight once more, not just as a celebrity, but as an author, unveiling the truth behind the facade in his memoir, The Book of Sheen. This is not merely a recounting of a career that spans from the battlefields of Platoon to the comedic chaos of Two and a Half Men. It's a raw and unvarnished look at the man behind the headlines, an exploration of his highs, lows, and the moments that defined him. As Sheen reflects on his life, he offers a candid examination of the intricate dance between his public persona and private struggles. What does it mean to be Charlie Sheen? In his own words, he grapples with the notion of identity, often feeling like a spectator watching a version of himself that he barely recognizes. "I don't know who that is," he admits, a sentiment that resonates with anyone who's ever felt lost in their own life story. This memoir promises to peel back the layers, revealing the complexities of a man who has been both revered and reviled. But that's just the beginning. Sheen's journey is a tapestry woven with threads of regret, triumph, addiction, and ultimately redemption. As we delve into his story, prepare to encounter a tale filled with revelations that challenge the way we perceive the ultimate Hollywood bad boy. Charlie Sheen is no stranger to the spotlight, but the reality of his life often starkly contrasts with the glamorous image projected on screen. For decades, he has been painted as the quintessential Hollywood bad boy, an actor whose life was as chaotic as the characters he portrayed. Yet, as Sheen comes to terms with his past, he reveals that the truth is far more nuanced. In his memoir, The Book of Sheen, Sheen opens up about the persona that dominated headlines and shaped public perception. He reflects on the wild nights, the extravagant parties, and the intoxicating allure of fame that led him down a treacherous path. "I was living a life that was both exhilarating and exhausting," he writes, capturing the duality of his existence. To the world, he was the life of the party, but behind the scenes, he battled demons that threatened to consume him. This internal conflict is palpable as Sheen grapples with moments of clarity amidst the chaos. He often likens his past to a possession, suggesting that he was not entirely in control of his actions. "It's like I'm pleading with that version of me to just stop," he confesses, hinting at an ongoing struggle to reconcile the man he was with, the man he aspires to be. It's a poignant reminder that the glitz and glamour of Hollywood can mask profound personal turmoil. As viewers, we often fall into the trap of categorizing celebrities into simple narratives, heroes or villains, successes or failures. However, Sheen's story compels us to look deeper, to question the stories we tell ourselves about others. "There's probably a lot of people out there that still only know me from those viral clips," he notes, acknowledging the infamous moments that defined a public perception that was often reductive. The man screaming about tiger blood and winning became synonymous with a reckless lifestyle, overshadowing his talent and accomplishments. This dissonance between public perception and private reality is a recurring theme in Sheen's life. He candidly admits to feeling burdened by the weight of his image, stating, "I can't set the record straight, but I can express that what people saw was just a moment, a snapshot in a much longer career." It's this recognition that propels him to share his story, to provide context for the moments that have defined him, while also challenging the audience to look beyond the surface. As he navigates through the highs and lows of his career, from his breakout role in Platoon to the peak of his fame on Two and a Half Men, Sheen exposes the relentless pressure of Hollywood. The desire for validation can lead to choices that spiral out of control, leaving scars that are often invisible to the outside world. "It's like a roller coaster. One moment you're on top of the world, and the next you're plummeting into darkness," he reflects, capturing the volatile nature of fame. So, what does it take to break free from that cycle? For Sheen, it begins with self-acceptance. Acknowledging the parts of himself that he once kept hidden is a crucial step toward healing. "I'm finally ready to face the truth, even if it's uncomfortable," he writes, echoing a sentiment that resonates with anyone who has had to confront their own flaws. It's a powerful declaration that sets the stage for what's to come in his memoir. An invitation for readers to join him on a journey of redemption and self-discovery. But this is just the beginning of Sheen's story. As we continue to explore the intricate layers of his life, we'll delve into the regrets he carries and the lessons learned along the way. As Charlie Sheen opens the door to his past in The Book of Sheen, he confronts a landscape dotted with regrets, each one a reminder of the choices that shaped his tumultuous journey. Regrets, he admits, are like shadows that follow him. They linger in his mind, serving as both a cautionary tale and a source of motivation for personal growth. I do have regrets, he states plainly, but there's no value in wallowing in them. This perspective is striking coming from someone whose life has been publicly scrutinized and sensationalized. Sheen recognizes that dwelling on the past can be paralyzing, yet he also understands the importance of acknowledging his missteps. The only way to deal with it is to learn and move forward, he reflects, embodying a philosophy that resonates deeply in a world obsessed with perfection. One cannot discuss Sheen's regrets without addressing the infamous moments that defined his public persona. The viral interviews, the outrageous statements, and the chaotic spiral that led to his downfall. The phrase winning became a punchline, a mantra that masked deeper issues. People remember the sound bites, but they forget the man behind the words, he laments. This dichotomy between the sensationalized image and the reality of his struggles is a recurring theme in his reflections. Sheen's revelations go beyond mere acknowledgement. They are a call to understanding. He articulates how his battles with addiction intertwined with his identity, creating a cycle that was difficult to escape. Addiction was like a partner in crime, he shares, illustrating how his dependence on substances blurred the lines between pleasure and pain. It was all-consuming, and it took me to places I never thought I'd go. This candid exploration of his regrets does not shy away from the darker aspects of his life. He recounts the moments when his choices led to significant consequences, both personally and professionally. The toll on his relationships, particularly with his children, weighs heavily on him. I was so wrapped up in my own chaos that I forgot the most important role I have, being a father, he admits, his voice tinged with remorse. Yet, amidst the shadows of regret, there are glimmers of hope. Sheen emphasizes the importance of learning from these experiences, turning pain into a catalyst for change. I want to be a better man, not just for myself but for my family, he asserts, expressing a desire to break the cycle of dysfunction that has plagued him. This commitment to growth and accountability is a testament to his resilience. In his reflections, Sheen also addresses the public's perception of him, how viral moments often overshadowed his true character. I know there are people who only see the caricature of me, but I'm more than that, he insists. This yearning for deeper understanding echoes throughout his memoir as he seeks to redefine his narrative. The act of writing this memoir becomes a therapeutic journey for Sheen, a way to unpack the layers of his life and confront the regrets that have haunted him. Putting pen to paper has been a revelation, he shares, noting that it allows him to process his emotions and gain clarity. It's not merely about recounting past events, it's about understanding the why behind them. As Sheen continues to navigate his reflections, he invites readers to join him on this journey of self-discovery. Regrets are part of the human experience, he concludes, but it's how we choose to move forward that defines us. With this understanding, Sheen prepares to delve into the milestones of his career, tracing the trajectory that led him to become one of the highest-paid actors in television history, while grappling with the complexities of fame, addiction, and identity. Charlie Sheen's journey through Hollywood is a roller coaster ride of triumphs and tribulations, marked by a series of pivotal milestones that not only shaped his career, but also his very identity. From his breakout role in the critically acclaimed film Platoon to becoming the highest-paid actor in television history, with 2.5 Men, Sheen's career is a testament to both extraordinary talent and overwhelming challenges. Sheen's foray into acting began with a bang when he was cast in Oliver Stone's Platoon, a film that would go on to win the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1987. At that time, Sheen was a young actor trying to find his footing, but he quickly made a name for himself, showcasing his ability to portray complex characters. The film's raw depiction of the Vietnam War resonated with audiences and critics alike, propelling Sheen into the limelight. It was a surreal experience, he recalls. I was surrounded by some of the greatest talents in the industry, and it felt like a dream come true. However, the success of Platoon was just the beginning. As Sheen's career soared, so did the pressure to maintain that momentum. He landed roles in a string of successful films, including Wall Street, Major League, and The Three Musketeers. With each new project, Sheen found himself increasingly in demand, and the Hollywood machine began to take its toll. The excitement of fame was intoxicating, but it also came with a price. The allure of the party lifestyle became difficult to resist. I was living in a world where excess was the norm, so he admits, reflecting on the blurred lines between work and play. Yet it wasn't until he took on the role of Charlie Harper in the hit sitcom Two and a Half Men that Sheen truly reached the pinnacle of his career. The show debuted in 2003 and became an overnight sensation, catapulting him to a level of fame few actors ever achieve. Being on that show was a wild ride, Hoigt. He says, recalling the laughter and camaraderie with his co-stars, including John Cryer and Angus T. Jones. With his charm and comedic timing, Sheen quickly became a household name, earning a staggering $1.8 million per episode at the height of the show's success. It was surreal to see my name up in lights like that, he reflects, a hint of pride in his voice. However, with great success came great scrutiny. The pressures of fame began to mount, and Sheen's personal life became increasingly chaotic. As he reveled in the spotlight, he also found himself trapped in a cycle of addiction and self-destruction. Addiction doesn't care about your success, he states bluntly, acknowledging the grip it had on him during this tumultuous period. Behind the laughs and applause, a darker reality lay hidden, one that would eventually lead to his dramatic public downfall. In 2011, just as Two and a Half Men was dominating television ratings, Sheen's life began to unravel. His erratic behavior, fueled by substance abuse, became a spectacle for the world to witness. The infamous interviews where he declared himself winning and spoke of tiger blood became viral sensations, but they also masked a deeper struggle. I was in a dark place and I didn't even realize it, he admits. The chaos of that time is a stark contrast to the accolades and achievements that had come before. As Sheen reflects on this chaotic chapter of his life, he acknowledges that the world often saw him as a caricature rather than a complex human being. People remember the headlines, but they don't understand the battle beneath the surface, he shares, emphasizing the importance of compassion and understanding in the face of public judgment. Despite the challenges, Sheen also recognizes the lessons learned from his career milestones. Each role, each success, and each setback has contributed to the man he is today. I've had the privilege of working with incredible talents and learning from my mistakes, he reflects. It's this wisdom that fuels his desire to share his story in The Book of Sheen, a narrative that seeks to balance the highs and lows of his journey. As we move forward, Sheen's story takes a deeper dive into the secrets he kept hidden, particularly those surrounding his sexuality and the challenges of navigating his identity in a world that often demands conformity. In The Book of Sheen, Charlie Sheen bravely confronts the complexities of his sexuality and the secrets that have long been shrouded in mystery. As a figure constantly under public scrutiny, he navigated a tumultuous landscape where personal revelations could lead to both liberation and turmoil. Through his candid storytelling, Sheen sheds light on the intersections of sexuality, addiction, and the relentless pursuit of authenticity. For many years, Sheen kept certain aspects of his life hidden from the public eye, fearing the repercussions that could arise from revealing his true self. There was a tremendous amount of extortion involved, he confesses, hinting at the dark underbelly of fame that often goes unnoticed. Sheen recounts experiences where individuals sought to exploit his vulnerabilities, threatening to expose intimate moments captured on video. At the time, I thought the best way to handle it was to just pay and keep it quiet, he reflects, a decision that left him feeling trapped and powerless. This secrecy extended to his sexuality, where Sheen grappled with his identity amid the expectations of Hollywood. He candidly admits to exploring both sides of the sexual spectrum, revealing that the other side of the menu included experiences with men. I was curious and wanted to try new things, he shares, a statement that breaks down barriers and challenges societal norms. Yet this exploration came with its challenges, as societal stigma and fear of judgment loomed large. I kept it secret for so long because I didn't know how it would be received, he explains, offering insight into the internal conflict that many face when grappling with their identity. Sheen's honesty about his sexuality is a significant moment in his memoir, as he seeks to dismantle the stereotypes and misconceptions that have plagued him throughout his career. I want people to understand that we are all multifaceted beings, and there's no one way to be, he asserts. This declaration serves as a powerful reminder that the journey of self-acceptance is often fraught with challenges, yet it is a necessary path toward liberation. The juxtaposition of his public persona and private reality becomes increasingly apparent as Sheen navigates these revelations. While he was celebrated for his roles as a charming and charismatic leading man, the reality of his personal struggles was often overshadowed by the glitz of Hollywood. People saw me as a character, but I was living a different story behind closed doors, he reflects. This desire for authenticity drives Sheen to share his experiences, not only as a form of catharsis, but also to encourage others to embrace their truths. As he details the highs and lows of his sexual journey, Sheen also addresses the impact of addiction on these experiences. The intertwining of substance use and sexual exploration created a complex relationship that often blurred the lines of consent and self-discovery. For me, sex and drugs went hand in hand, he admits, highlighting the challenges of navigating intimate relationships while battling addiction. It was a chaotic dance that often left me feeling lost. Through these revelations, Sheen offers a poignant commentary on the pressures of fame and the societal expectations that dictate how individuals should behave. I want to break the stigma and show that being honest about who you are is far more powerful than hiding in the shadows, he states emphatically. This desire to foster understanding and acceptance is a central theme in his memoir as he seeks to redefine the narrative surrounding his life. As the chapter unfolds, Sheen's reflections on sexuality serve as a catalyst for deeper discussions about identity, vulnerability, and the importance of living authentically. His journey is not just about fame, it's about the universal quest for connection and understanding. But Sheen's story is far from over. As he continues to navigate the complexities of his life, he will delve into the profound impact of his health revelations and the journey towards sobriety that followed. In The Book of Sheen, Charlie Sheen confronts one of the most pivotal moments of his life, his health revelations and the transformative journey towards sobriety. The year 2015 marked a significant turning point, not only in his personal life but also in his public narrative. It was the year he publicly disclosed that he was HIV positive, a revelation that sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and beyond. For Sheen, the announcement was a double-edged sword. On one hand, it was a moment of liberation, a chance to reclaim his narrative and take control of the story that had spiraled out of his grasp. On the other hand, it was a stark reminder of the consequences of his past choices. That was a tremendous relief, he admits, recalling the weight that lifted from his shoulders. Finally, I could focus on other things instead of living in fear. This candid admission underscores the internal battles that many face when confronted with life-altering diagnoses. The decision to go public about his HIV status was not made lightly. Sheen was acutely aware of the stigma that surrounded the virus and the misconceptions that often accompany it. I wanted to break down the walls of ignorance, he explains, emphasizing the importance of education and understanding in combating the stigma associated with HIV. His aim was not just to share his truth, but to encourage others to seek testing and treatment, fostering a dialogue that transcended the fear and shame often linked to such diagnoses. However, the journey to managing his health did not come without its challenges. Sheen candidly discusses the struggles he faced while grappling with addiction in the wake of his diagnosis. I had to confront the fact that my body was starting to reject the lifestyle I was living, he shares, vividly recalling the physical and emotional toll of his past habits. It was like my body was turning inside out. This raw honesty offers a glimpse into the tumultuous reality of addiction and its impact on one's health. But amid the chaos, a spark of hope emerged. Sheen's commitment to sobriety became a crucial turning point in his life. He reflects on the moment he realized that enough was enough. I was a mess, he admits, a sense of vulnerability in his voice. It was this realization that propelled him to seek help and embrace a sober lifestyle. I stopped using drugs in 2015, and I'm proud to say that I've been sober for nearly 8 years now, he states, a sense of triumph radiating from his words. This journey towards sobriety has not only transformed Sheen's health, but also his relationships, particularly with his children. As he navigates the complexities of fatherhood, he acknowledges the importance of being present for his kids. We have legitimate relationships now that have nothing to do with my career, he explains, highlighting the shift in dynamics that sobriety has brought about. At the end of the day, they just want a father, not a celebrity. Yet the road to rebuilding those relationships has not been without its hurdles. Sheen candidly addresses the rift that developed with his daughter Sammy, admitting that there were moments of misunderstanding and distance. I don't really know what I did, he reflects, grappling with the complexities of paternal relationships. But I have faith that we'll work it out. Our history is too valuable to let a moment destroy everything. This commitment to healing and growth underscores Sheen's desire to redefine his legacy, not just as a star, but as a devoted father. As he shares his journey through health and sobriety, Sheen emphasizes the importance of self-acceptance and forgiveness. I've learned that it's okay to make mistakes, but it's vital to own them and learn from them, he reflects, a lesson that resonates beyond the confines of his life. His story is a powerful reminder that transformation is possible even in the face of adversity. With each passing day, Sheen continues to embrace his new reality, using his experiences to inspire others facing similar battles. I want my story to serve as a beacon of hope, he asserts, a determination in his voice. As he navigates through the complexities of health, sobriety, and family, he invites readers to join him on this journey of redemption and self-discovery. As we turn the page, we delve into the intricacies of his family dynamics, exploring how his relationships with his children have evolved and how his past choices have shaped their futures. Family has always been a cornerstone of Charlie Sheen's life, but the evolution of his relationships with his children has been profoundly shaped by the tumultuous journey of his past. As he reflects on the complexities of fatherhood in The Book of Sheen, it becomes clear that the road to reconciliation and understanding is paved with both love and challenges. Sheen is a father to 5 children, each of whom has a unique story and relationship with him. From his eldest daughter, Cassandra, born when he was a teenager, to his twin sons, Bob and Max, with his ex-wife, Brooke Muller, each child represents a different chapter in Sheen's life. My kids are my greatest legacy, he asserts, a heartfelt acknowledgement of the significance they hold in his life. Yet, as he delves deeper into his family dynamics, he reveals that the path to being a present and engaged father has not been without its obstacles. One of the most poignant relationships he discusses is with his daughter, Sammy, born to him and actress Denise Richards. Over the years, their relationship has faced its share of ups and downs, marked by misunderstandings and emotional distance. There was a rift between us that I didn't fully understand, he admits, reflecting on the complexities of parenting amid personal turmoil. I don't know what I'm supposed to apologize for, but I have faith that we can work it out. This sentiment underscores Sheen's commitment to rebuilding their bond, emphasizing the value of communication and connection. As Sheen navigates the intricacies of fatherhood, he acknowledges that his past behavior has had an impact on his children. Up until a certain age, kids don't care about your ratings or your careers, he notes, highlighting the fundamental truth that children seek love and support from their parents above all else. They just want their dad to be there for them. This realization has driven Sheen to prioritize his role as a father, striving to be present in their lives despite the chaos that once surrounded him. The evolution of his relationships with his children is further complicated by the public nature of his life. Sheen reflects on the challenges of being a celebrity parent, where every misstep can be magnified in the media. I had to learn how to navigate the waters of fame while still being a dad, he shares, acknowledging the pressure he faced to maintain a perfect image. However, he emphasizes that authenticity is key. I want my kids to see the real me, flaws and all. As he continues to mend his relationships, Sheen emphasizes the importance of forgiveness and understanding. We all make mistakes, and it's essential to acknowledge them, but it's also vital to move forward, he shares, a sentiment that resonates throughout his memoir. This desire for healing is mirrored in his interactions with his children, as he strives to create a nurturing environment for them to thrive. One particularly touching moment in Sheen's journey is when he reflects on the lessons he hopes to impart to his children. I want them to know that it's okay to be vulnerable, to seek help, and to embrace their truth, he states, emphasizing the importance of emotional intelligence and self-acceptance. This commitment to instilling these values in his children is a testament to his growth as a person and a father. As the chapter unfolds, Sheen's journey through fatherhood becomes a poignant reminder that the bonds of family can withstand even the greatest trials. His willingness to confront his past and embrace vulnerability lays the foundation for a brighter future with his children. I believe that as long as we're all in the game, there's always a shot for a better tomorrow, he asserts, a hopeful outlook that resonates with readers. With this understanding of family dynamics, Sheen prepares to close this chapter of his life, reflecting on the lessons learned and the legacy he wishes to leave behind. The final segments of his memoir will explore the future and the impact he hopes his story will have on others as he continues to navigate the complexities of life with newfound clarity and purpose. As Charlie Sheen draws the curtain on his tumultuous journey in the Book of Sheen, he invites readers to join him in contemplating not only his past, but also the future he envisions for himself and his legacy. This final chapter serves as a reflective space where Sheen articulates his hopes, dreams, and the lessons he's gleaned from a life filled with both triumph and tribulation. The concept of legacy is central to Sheen's narrative. He understands that the story he leaves behind is not just one of a Hollywood star. It's a multifaceted tale of resilience, redemption, and the pursuit of authenticity. I want people to remember me for the battles I've fought and the growth I've achieved, he asserts, emphasizing the desire for his legacy to extend beyond the headlines and viral moments that have defined him. I want my story to inspire others to confront their own challenges and embrace their truths, no matter how difficult that may be. Looking ahead, Sheen acknowledges that the road to self-discovery is ongoing. I'm still a work in progress, he admits, a candid reminder that personal growth is not a destination but a journey. This acknowledgement of imperfection resonates deeply, as it reflects the universal struggle of navigating life's complexities while striving for improvement. He understands that the past will always be a part of him, but it doesn't have to dictate his future. I've learned to live with my mistakes, but I refuse to let them define me, he shares, a mantra that encapsulates his commitment to forging a new path forward. One of the most significant aspects of Sheen's future is his dedication to being a better father and a positive influence in his children's lives. I want to be there for my kids in every way possible, he says, highlighting the importance of creating a nurturing environment where they can thrive. My role as a father is the most important one I have, and I take that responsibility seriously. This unwavering commitment to family is a crucial part of his legacy, one that he hopes will resonate with his children long after he's gone. As he contemplates the impact of his memoir, Sheen expresses a desire for his story to serve as a beacon of hope for those grappling with their own struggles. If I can help just one person understand that they are not alone in their battles, then I've accomplished something significant, he reflects, underscoring the transformative power of storytelling. Through his vulnerability and honesty, Sheen aims to foster connection and understanding among readers who may face similar challenges. Moreover, Sheen's reflections extend beyond personal struggles to address broader societal issues, particularly the stigma surrounding addiction and mental health. We need to open up the conversation and reduce the shame associated with these battles, he asserts, advocating for a more compassionate understanding of those who struggle. This call for empathy and awareness is a pivotal aspect of the legacy he hopes to leave behind, a legacy rooted in kindness, understanding, and the belief that healing is possible. In this final segment, Sheen also emphasizes the importance of embracing life's unpredictability. Life is messy, and that's okay, he shares, a realization that comes from years of navigating both the highs and lows of fame. I've learned to find joy in the chaos and appreciate the moments that make life beautiful. This acceptance of life's imperfections reflects a newfound wisdom, one that encourages others to embrace their journeys with open hearts. As the Book of Sheen comes to a close, Charlie Sheen stands not just as a Hollywood icon, but as a testament to the power of resilience and transformation. His story is one of redemption, a reminder that no matter how far one falls, there is always the possibility of rising again. I want my life to be a testament that change is possible, that we can learn, grow, and move forward. He concludes, leaving readers with a sense of hope and inspiration. In sharing his truth, Sheen has taken a bold step toward reclaiming his narrative, offering a glimpse into the complexities of a life lived in the spotlight. As he embarks on this new chapter, his journey serves as a powerful reminder that our stories are not just about the struggles we face, but also the triumphs we achieve along the way. As we wrap up this exploration of Charlie Sheen's life and legacy, it becomes clear that his story transcends the typical narrative of a Hollywood star. The journey that he chronicles in The Book of Sheen is not merely about fame, fortune, or the pitfalls of celebrity life. It is a profound reflection on resilience, vulnerability, and the relentless pursuit of authenticity. Throughout the memoir, Sheen peels back the layers of his persona, revealing the man beneath the headlines and sensationalized stories. He grapples with the impact of his choices, both good and bad, and how they have shaped not only his life but also the lives of those around him. The vulnerability that he exhibits in sharing his struggles with addiction, sexuality, and personal relationships invites readers to connect with him on a human level, reminding us that we all have our battles to fight. Sheen's reflections on fatherhood are particularly poignant, illustrating the deep desire he has to repair and strengthen his relationships with his children. His acknowledgement of past mistakes serves as a reminder that growth is possible, even in the face of adversity. I want to be the father they deserve, he shares, embodying a commitment to change that resonates deeply with parents and individuals striving to be better versions of themselves. Moreover, his candid discussions about health and sobriety shed light on the ongoing struggles many face with addiction and mental health. Sheen's journey emphasizes the importance of seeking help and embracing vulnerability as a strength rather than a weakness. It's okay to ask for help, he insists, advocating for a more open dialogue around these issues. By sharing his truth, he aims to dismantle the stigma that often surrounds addiction and encourage others to seek the support they need. As we consider the future that Sheen envisions for himself, it is evident that his story is one of hope. He stands as a testament to the idea that a life filled with challenges can still lead to redemption and transformation. Every day is a new opportunity to grow and learn, he states, embodying a philosophy that encourages resilience and perseverance. In conclusion, the Book of Sheen is more than just a memoir. It is a call to authenticity and connection. Charlie Sheen's journey reminds us that our struggles do not define us, but rather how we choose to respond to them does. His story is a celebration of the human spirit's capacity for change and the power of embracing our truth, no matter how difficult they may be. As we bid farewell to this chapter of Sheen's life, we are left with a sense of inspiration and a renewed understanding of the complexities that lie within us all. His journey is a reminder that, regardless of our past, we have the power to shape our futures and leave a legacy of resilience, love, and hope.